Well, it is a Fit Friday, and we are talking about something that's pretty incredible to see, and maybe you think, I don't think I can do that, but you can. We're talking about the physicality that's required to perform in Rêve, one of our fabulous shows on the Las Vegas Strip in the Wynn. And joining us this morning to tell us a little bit more of how you can kind of get on that level of some of the performers that you see in that show, Sam Lewis, who is a performer in the show. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
And also Steve McCauley, who is the head of health services. Good to have you as well, Steve.
Thank you.
So, you know, obviously, when people go to see the show, you know, it's pretty incredible because it's an incredible water show, and there's a lot of aerial stunts, there's a lot of dancing. I mean, the physicality is on a whole nother level, and that's something you do day in and day out as part of the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your role, too, in the show.
My role as a generalist, I have to do a little bit of everything in the show, like dancing, acrobatics.
Yeah.
But my two specialties are hand balancing on a spinning tree and high dive.
I've seen you.
From 80 feet.
Yes, on that spinning tree. That's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
So, I mean, I'm sure that takes a lot of upper body strength.
Yes.
A lot of core strength, I'm sure, right? Because it kind of all starts here. So you're going to show us a few things in a minute. But Steve, let's just talk about for the average person, you know, who maybe can't get quite to that level, but you know why it's important to develop some of that strength in those key areas.
Yeah, so these guys are truly elite athletes,
Yeah, they
but they're not always 100% healthy all the time.
Sure.
And so we develop strength conditioning programs that are based on their various levels of health at any given time. But we always start with core.
Yeah, it's important.
And so our foundational programs are based off of core.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're not always healthy all the time, and so we can start at some very basic levels.
And see, that's where we're going with all this. And now you're seeing some video of some of the conditioning and training that they're doing. So let's bring it back here to some of us regular Joes and Josephines trying to figure out how to strengthen our core. So let's get right to it. Steve, Sam, show us what we need to be doing.
On the ground. So this first exercise is a basic plank, and it is something that we begin our performers with, and it is something that your audience can do right now, actually. And so when you're doing the plank, the thing that you want to understand, or the thing you're going to keep in mind, is you want to pull that elbow to your toes. Yeah, so you want to feel like you're crunching up the ground.
And then your stomach is what? You're pulling your belly button towards your spine?
Correct.
Got it. Now what if you want to do a modified version of that because you can't quite stand on your toes?
On your knees.
On your knees,
So we start with knees. We're still doing the same concept. We're still pulling the belly button in. You're still bringing the elbow to your knees.
That's
and you're going to hold that contraction. The cool thing about this is you can hold this contraction for any length of time. So, like I said, all your folks can start right now, and they can count to 10 and then take a break.
They can do it while they're watching us right now and do it with us. I love that. Do you have another move you want to show us?
We do. So we want to expand on this, and we want to core stability and mobility have to go hand in hand.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve, let me stop you there because we're going to come back on the other side of this break and we're going to show them this. So they're going to stay with us. So you don't have an excuse. Get in your plank.